Hello, everyone. Welcome at the opening session of WIRE 2020. My name is Marcin Kosiński, and I am the leader of WIRE Foundation. This is my pleasure to have this great opening. Today, we have multiple people at the session, but I will start with the introduction of what are the goals of WIRE Foundation. So we are a group of R enthusiasts that organize R conferences, meetings, and hackathons. We aim for the broader and richer networking, and we tried to organize a lot of conferences in Poland during last couple of years. So that's the 4th edition. In 2020, we are doing the remote setup for the very first time. So we are really grateful that we can see people from around the world from different time zones and with different setup and background. On a regular basis, we aim to organize meetups around Europe and also in some African and Asian countries. So here you can find a map of pre-meetings that we organized or supported in a couple of last years. So this is not only a few people in Warsaw organizing all those meetings, but we also have friends around the world that invest their time and energy in a volunteering work to organize all those meetings and to spread our knowledge. In 2020, we aim to organize a lot of meetings. You can find which we even managed to support. So we were successful supporting a couple of Saturdays in Cardiff, in Abidjan, and in Johannesburg. We also planned a lot of pre-meetings, but after March, we all know what happened. So we ended up with a remote setup, and we moved to the different setup of meetings, but that wouldn't be possible without the sponsors of this year's conference. So I am really glad and thankful to McKinsey & Company for being a gold sponsor, our studio to become a silver sponsor of the conference, and Pearson to become the bronze sponsor of the conference. So the new setup, we started doing webinars. So McKinsey & Company had a chance to actually give 2 great talks at the beginning of the conference. And we had a chance also to organize a couple of webinars before. And here there's a conference supporting team that I'd like to introduce: Olgun, Ola, Michał, Krzysztof. They were all very helpful and will be visible during simultaneous sessions as chairs. I would like to introduce the scientific committee: Stefan, Rudiger, Piotr, Wójcik, Leon, Erich, Jesen, that were very useful when scheduling the plan and agenda for the conference. And that's the foundation team. Michał Burdukiewicz, our vice leader, Kevin O'Brien, that joined the foundation this year and is spreading the knowledge in the Irish division. Claudia Korniluk, who is our graphic designer, and Alexandra Burdukiewicz, who helps with all the hard stuff when it comes to the grants and the accountancy. And from that place, I would like to give the voice to Kevin, who can tell a bit more about the plans and the activities that we did during this year with WIRE webinars.
Thank you. Thanks for that. So my name is Kevin O'Brien, and I'm in the west of Ireland. And I've been, as Marcin said, I have been working with WIRE since last year. So the key thing, as everyone knows, is the COVID crisis that sort of started in March 2020. So what WIRE decided to do is try and sort of react to that and sort of develop a plan that would keep the R community going. So what we did is we started our webinar series, and we started our first webinar series in April, thanks to Dr. Akim Zailis from the R Foundation for being our first presenter. So they've been a great success. As you can see on the slide there, we have had 16 webinars already every Thursday at 6 o'clock for most of the summer. We took a break during the summer, and we've had a great support there from a lot of people in the R community. Like, you just have to look at our YouTube channel to look at all the people who contributed. Something that we're also very appreciative of is the response from the R community around the world, as well as the countries like we mentioned already, like Poland and Ireland. We have a lot of support from North America and South America and Africa. And we're very grateful for all that, and we're very grateful for all the support we got from all the countries around the world. We're amazed by the geographical spread of it. And what we want to do is all of our community around the world is to give them a sort of a chance, an opportunity, a platform to present in the future, particularly people from remote areas or outlying areas, not from big cities. So that's our big goal. So if you're in a remote location anywhere in the world, you know, you have a chance to give a presentation or give a talk. We're going to try and expand it more in the future, keep it going, and also work with other communities to totally support the art community all over the world and throughout the year. And hopefully, like a lot of our members will go on to start giving lightning talks, meetup talks, 20-minute talks. They give seminars, and after a while, they'll be keynote speakers at big conferences. So that's what we want for everyone. We want everyone to sort of have realistic ambitions of great things. I'd also like to thank actually some of my colleagues, actually, as well as the R Foundation there. Some of the people who supported this in the background, like the R Foundation have been very helpful. Forwards have been very helpful. I work with Forwards as well. The R Consortium have given us some help, great help actually. Joe Reichert, I'd like to thank him. And so there's a lot of people who given us a lot of help. And also one person I'd like to thank is also Lais Carvalho, who's been presenting the last few slides. So that's it. Actually, do I have more? Do I keep going, or do I hand over to the next person there? I wasn't keeping an eye on the time.
Yeah, let's move to Michał.
Yeah. Okay. Great stuff. Thanks.
So, hello. My name is Michał Burdukiewicz, and I have a great pleasure of introducing the results of results of the text mining hackathon. So text mining hackathon was our initiative to deal with to preserve the typical character of YR conference, which is always preceded by a fun team activity in a form of hackathon. We're trying a lot. We are very heavily planning how to do a good hackathon remotely. We hope that we find the proper formula, but finding this formula wouldn't happen without first and foremost the help of our sponsor, McKinsey & Company, who not also help us financially to organize this whole thing, but also help us immensely in judging the quality of presentations. We are very grateful from experts of McKinsey for not only their insights during the judgment, but also before. We had a few great talks given by McKinsey and non-McKinsey associated speakers. So thanks to all of that, we were able to conduct the text mining hackathon, and my pleasure is to announce winning teams. There were 4 tasks. To solve, and we are able to identify 2 winners. So first challenge, we are trying to find 4 winners. I'm sorry. For each challenge, there is 1 winner. So for challenge 1, we have team achievers. For challenge 2, team map. For challenge 3, team Hive-Lay Labs. And for challenge 4, Team Gauss. Congrats to everyone. We are very happy that this activity became really international and really really intense. The solutions are very high quality, and we will be surely contacting afterwards winners of the competition to be able to and hopefully we could post some of the results which were presented as videos, as short videos. We were able to present these clips on our YouTube channel. Thank you very much for participating, and not only to the and we are very grateful to not only to winners, but also to all participants, judges, and keynote speakers who did spoke during our event. But hackathon is only one of our activities which is shown today. Another one is YR supporting grant for women in data science. one of the goals of the YR Foundation was to actually promote diversity in Polish data science community. We are giving these grants annually for 3 years right now, and this year, thanks to the support of the McKinsey and Company and Trigger, our user group, we are able to grant two scholarships for two extraordinary women in Polish data science community. So first and foremost, I want to thank the Tri-City R user group, Trigger, led by Anna Rybinska-Fryca, Olgun Aydin, and Michał Maj. We are using funds that they earned during the Saturday Gdańsk 2019, the conference for our users that was held in Gdańsk in Poland. I was very happy to be part of this event as a participant, and I'm very glad that they decided to spend their funds on the YR scholarship for women, YR supporting grant for women in data science. Thank you very much. The second grant was, of course, sponsored by our sponsor McKinsey and Company. Before I will introduce representative of McKinsey, I will just showcase two winners, Anna Kozak and Sylwia Majchrowska. And before we speak about them, I will tell you about the winners. So the winners is I'm very happy that today we are joined by Daria Szmurło. Marcin, would you mind stop sharing the screen? Okay, thank you very much. By Daria Szmurło, who is a lead of the analytic hub of McKinsey and Company. Daria, it's really great that we have you here today with us. Daria was with us when we were introducing the very first YR supporting grant for women in data science. And I'm very happy that today we are meeting once again with this great occasion. Daria, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Michał. Indeed, it's a pleasure to continue this journey with the YR Foundation. When it comes to this grant, in McKinsey and Company, our commitment to inclusion and equality for women is deeply embedded into our identity. It is actually part of our mission to attract, retain, and develop the most talented and qualified people in the world. Through the work that we are doing, but also through partnerships like this one with the YR Foundation, we bring and spread those values to business and society. And that's why we decided to support this year's grant for women in data science. We are truly glad that today we can distinguish not one, but two extremely talented women who are true role models in the data science community. I'll introduce the first woman. She holds a master's degree in mathematics and works as a data scientist and a research software engineer. She's associated with MI2 Data Lab, and her professional interests include analysis, interpretable machine learning, and data visualization. On top of that, she's the author of one of our packages called Vivo. You might have heard about it. But that's not all. She also organizes and conducts workshops related to popularization of R. She initiated and is the lead coordinator of Python and R in data science for beginners. And the name, Anna Kozak. Anna, congratulations on behalf of McKinsey, but also broader the data science community. We wish you a lot of success on your path going forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, YR Foundation, for supporting the grant for women. In my work, I design and develop tools for interpretable machine learning. As you mean, I develop R package Vivo, and I'm organizer of Warsaw R enthusiast meeting as a member of R Ladies Warsaw. So I organize workshops, lectures, and promote the data science. The main event is Power, the Python and R in data science for beginners, and I thank the team works for this achievement. You are the best, and congratulations to the second laureate, Sylwia. Thank you.
And now I have a pleasure of introducing Sylwia Majchrowska from Wrocław University of Science and Technology. Sylwia is our very academic-oriented awardee because she's not only holding a background in physics and mathematics, but she's also actively pursuing her PhD in physics. Sylwia professionally works with deep learning, which, as we all know, is very hot topic, hard but hot topic right now in data science. That's really impressive. But what personally was the most impressive for me in Sylwia's bio was her activity in teaching coding, robotics, and electronics to children, including preschool children. Sylwia, that's really amazing what you are doing for the community. We are very happy that you are doing this important thing of bringing the knowledge to the youth of our community in Wrocław. And tell me, Sylwia, what's your plans for the future? What do you want to do right now? What is your main focus?
Hey, welcome everyone. My name is Sylwia Majchrowska. I just want to start to say that 3 years ago, I received a master's degree in physics and at the same time, master's degree in mathematics. And well, we know there are people who leave the university with just a paper, but there are also these ones who leave it with specialistic knowledge. And I believe that I belong to the second group, but I still remember that I was wondering if life after studies exists at all. So now I can say, yes, this exists. And for me, it is in form of some academic and industry research, because I decided that to not leave the walls of my university and continue my education to a doctoral degree in physics. And I mainly study the phenomena that occur in the multimode optical fibers by developing some numerical tools. And I also take a job in industry, and today I am a deep learning researcher, and my main field is computer vision and object detecting. I'm super grateful that I had the opportunity to tackle interesting projects and of course to meet so many inspiring people in my life. And this experience gave me the basics for my development, and what is also important to share my knowledge with others, especially with children during some volunteering workshop. So YR Foundation, thank you very much for this award. And of course, congratulations for you, Anya. Also, thank you.
Sylwia, thanks belongs to you and also to you, Anya, for your great work. Thank you very much. But I also have one last special person to introduce today. So his name is Grzegorz Leśniewski. He is attorney from the Leśniewski, Borkiewicz and Partners law company. Grzegorz Leśniewski helped us and his company helped us immensely during and actually thanks to them we have a great terms and conditions of the YR supporting grant. So Grzegorz, thank you very much for your help with achieving our goals, and the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Michał, for the introduction and all the kind words. It was, in fact, our pleasure to work on some legal aspects of the grant, and we are very happy. It's actually working. It's alive right now, so it can be awarded to very special persons. And then Sylwia, congratulations on your hard work and on this recognition that you were awarded here. As Marcin said, my name is Grzegorz Leśniewski. I'm attorney at law and co-founder of LBP Legal, Leśniewski, Borkiewicz and Partners. As a company, we like to see ourselves as a modern law firm, and I think we have to be or stay modern, as most of our clients belong to IT industry. So if we are not modern enough, probably we would be changed for a better advisor. I just want to say again that it was a big pleasure to work with all of you with this conference and to participate in it. We had 2 great workshops yesterday, and again, thank you to all the participants for spending the Friday afternoon with law and taxes, because these are not the topics you normally choose for Friday afternoon. But again, the whole community of data scientists and YR, this is great experience for us to participate in it, and thank you for inviting us to your world. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Grzegorz. I think we can call it a day, and let's wrap the session. So just before we drop, I would like to remind you that we have keynote talks tonight. We were, thanks to the remote setup, were able to invite big names from all over the world. So the next talk in a few minutes will be run by Rino Pius, the Senior Data Manager at University of Edinburgh. Later today, we have Frank Harrell, that will share his enormous knowledge and experience in statistical modeling and validation. And later today, in the evening UTC time, that's probably the morning in States, Jan Widek will present the knowledge about performance in R, and also have a look at Roger Bivan, that will have a keynote tomorrow in the morning, and Małgorzata Bogdan from University of Wrocław. After most of the keynote talks, we have a discussion panel. So there's a place where like big minds actually have a chance to discuss and talk about the challenges and questions that we all have in those various areas. So after Rino's keynote talk, we will have a bioinformatics discussion panel. Later on, after Frank Harrell's keynote talk, we'll have a statistical misconceptions discussion panel. When Jan Widek is done with his talk in the evening, we will have a performance in R. And tomorrow, after Roger Bivan, we will have a discussion panel related to geospatial data analysis. And to wrap up, you can find the full content and the plan of the conference at our website, 2020.yr.pl. Please remember that you are able to network on our YouTube channel in the chat below after every video, and remember that we also have a Slack where you can follow up with questions and you can get all the announcements. So thank you for joining this opening session, and I hope you will enjoy the conference. Even though it's not the typical format that we got used to it, I think this will have a broader impact because more of the people were able to actually participate. And that's our goal, to make it the easiest and most accessible as possible. So thank you all today for joining, and see you on the keynote session.